Hey, I'm Kev, Mr. Con. Welcome back to WRC 7 and the career as we're at the final round of the season in Australia. Now, Eurolamp World Rally Team Mini, and we're still recovering from the last round in Great Britain. What a fantastic rally that was. Hopefully, you can end the season on an even bigger high here as well. So, let's configure our car for these gravel stages with a smidgen of tarmac. As you can see, it's suspension. You're going to make it a bit stiffer as we normally do with the Mini. Anti-roll bar, do we make that stiffer? Not sure. Keep the ground clearance the same, so just make the springs a bit stiffer. Then for the transmission, already at the lowest points, the ground transmission. And then the brakes. Yeah, that looks about right. So, we're heading to the epic stage. The Vada 16 stage, 13.12 kilometers on. We've got some clear conditions, 90%, 5% gravel and 5% time. We've got to rank at least 4th in 2 stages on this rally from our team. Well, if we drive like we did last time, that won't be alright at all. But let's see if we can get off to a good start here, down under.
Right 8, short, into left 5, and caution, right 5, opens, off camber, long, flat left, over crest, 40, left 4, keep in, and right 7. And right 6, into crest, 30. Caution, hard brake, square left, into kinks. Into left 4, tightens, 30. Right 4, very long, opens. And left 8, over crest, into right 6, bumps. Right 6, short, into left 4, short, don't cut, 60, flat left, into right 6, opens, bumps, and chicane right. And flat left, over crest, into right 8, into left 7, into right 6, long, into kinks. And right 2, long, over crest, and square left, into right 6, tightens, 30. Right 6, 40. Caution, tarmac, hard brake, into left 2, short, and right 4, and right 6, tightens, into left 4, opens, gravel. And left 3, keep in, into right 5. And left 3, opens. Into open hairpin right. Caution, right 7, hard brake, left 6, into square right, opens. Left 3, opens, into flat right, 50. Right 8, into left 7, over jump, 50. Left 7, 120. Left 9, 30, flat right, over crest, 40, right 4, over crest, and flat left, and flat right, into left 6, into kinks, over crest, into left 6, and right 6, over crest, 100, right 7, and left 5, over crest, opens, and tightens 4, into right 3, long, opens, and tightens, into left 4, opens, into right 8, 50. Left 7 and right 7, into kinks, 40. Right 7 and left 7, keep in, 30. Left 8, don't cut, 30. Right 3, long, bumps. Into left 4, 40. Brake, right 3, opens. Left 7, short, into right 4, opens. Into left 8, 30. Left 7, 30. Right 5, long, over crest, tightens. And left 2, long, tightens, 40. Right 5, over bump, opens, caution, hard brake, acute hairpin right, 60. Flat left, into left 7, short, bumps, into right 8 and left 4, long, opens, 30. Right 3, long, keep out, into caution, slippy, through water, left 1. Right 3, long, over crest, tightens, 40. Left 8, tightens 6, don't cut, right 6, 100. Flat left, into right 7, long, tightens. And left 4, short, don't cut, 60. Left 8, over crest, 30, right 8, over crest, into left 4, very long. Crest, into left 5. Right 6, over crest, tightens. Into left 7, 30, crest, bump, into left 8, long, into right 4, and left 4, opens. Right 7, opens, long, into right 6 and left 6, long, into right 7 and left 8, long, flat right, over crest, into left 6, opens, long, flat right, into left 8, over bump, caution, hard brake, into square left, 100. Left 4, very long, opens. And right 6, very long, opens. And left 7, long, 40. And right 7, very long, over crest. And flat left, into right 5, 50. Right 3, long. And caution, hard brake, left 7, over crest, into square right, into flat left, 40. Left 7, keep in, tighten 6. Into right 7 and left 6, tightens, square left, 40. Narrows and flat right, over bridge, and left 3, over crest, 30. Right 7, short, into left 7, bumps. And left 7, into right 7, very long, tightens 5, over bridge, bumps. Flat left, into right 8, over crest, into left 7, 30. Right 8, into left 7, long, tightens. Right 6, long, into left 6. Into right 5, long, over bumps. And left 4, long, over crest. And right 7, opens. And caution, left 7, opens, over bumps, into right 4, long, over crest, tightens, don't cut. Into left 7, and finished.
Well, that was a clumsy way to end the stage. If we didn't do that, we might have even won it. If we just Durville, just 3.6 seconds in front of us. And once again, I'm amazed by our pace on the opening stage of a rally, as we're just 0.3 faster than Ojo, Latvia in 4th, Tanak in 5th, Breen in 6th, Sordo 7th, Lappy 8th, Pad in 9th, and Evans in 10th. Already a minute and a half back as no one crashed out on the epic stage. You saw it was a very tricky stage. A couple parts made small mistakes, and of course the big mistake near the end of the stage, but very happy with our pace once again. So already halfway there for our team's objective, rank at least 4th in 2 stages. Definitely smashed out on the first stage, but we do have to repair the engine, brakes, tyres, suspension, and a bit of the bodywork as well. As now we head into the busy second day, beginning with the tarmac of the super successful stage, 1.56 kilometers long. Let's see if we can maybe even grab the rally lead.
30, right 3, widens, 60. Right 2, short, into square left, and right 2, short, into left 3, 30. Square left and junction, left 2, don't cut. And jump and square right, into left 2, don't cut, 40. Narrows, flat left, brake and square right, don't cut. Into open hairpin left, don't cut, and left 2, through water, 30. Right 2, short, into square left, and right 2, short, into left 3, 30. Square left, and junction, left 2, don't cut. And jump, and square right, into left 2, don't cut, 40, narrows, flat left, brake, and square right, don't cut. Into open hairpin left, don't cut, and right 4, into finished.
And that was a very short stage, and look at that, we have beat Nerval while we smashed our objective once again from our team as we won the stage by 2.7 seconds. With OJ in third, a further half second back, then Tag our further half second back in fourth, and then Sordo further second back in fifth. With that in sixth, Breen seventh, the third, eighth, Evans ninth, Palin in 10th. As this mini really does come alive on the tarmac, and so heading into the third stage, we're less than a second behind Cherry Nerval, and we've got a gap to OJ of 3.6 seconds. So we've got that in fourth, Tanak fifth, Breen sixth, Sordo seventh, Appy eighth, Palin ninth, and Evans ran out the top 10 by around 25 seconds ahead of Matt Osberg. Let's see who can continue. It's a fire start.
Right 8, short, into left 5, and caution, right 5, opens, off camber, long, flat left, over crest, 40, left 4, keep in, and right 7, and right 6, into crest, 30, caution, hard brake, square left, into kinks, into left 4, tightens, 30, right 4, very long, opens, and left 8, over crest, into right 6, bumps, right 6, short, into left 4, short, don't cut, 60, flat left, into right 6, opens, bumps, and chicane right, and flat left, over crest, into right 8, into left 7, into right 6, long, into kinks, and right 2, long, over crest, and square left, into right 6, tightens, 30, right 6, 40, caution, tarmac, hard brake, into left 2, short, and right 4, and right 6, tightens, into left 4, opens, gravel, and left 3, keep in, into right 5, and left 3, opens, into open hairpin right, caution, right 7, hard brake, left 6, into square right, opens, left 3, opens, into flat right, 50, right 8, into left 7, over jump, 50, left 7, 120, left 9, 30, flat right, over crest, 40, right 4, over crest, and flat left, and flat right, into left 6, into kinks, over crest, into left 6, and right 6, over crest, 100, right 7, and left 5, over crest, opens, and tightens 4, into right 3, long, opens, and tightens, into left 4, opens, into right 8, 50, left 7 and right 7, into kinks, 40, right 7 and left 7, keep in, 30, left 8, don't cut, 30, right 3, long, bumps, into left 4, bumps, and finished.
That's how you're meant to finish, and that's how you win another stage. Almost a second ahead of Nerville, with Tanak just around half a second back of the Hyundai. And then we got a Toyota of Latvia in fourth, and Déjà down in fifth, 6.5 seconds back. He's having an off. Rowley isn't old Sebastian, but he's still doing good enough for the championship, with Evans in sixth, Sordo 7th, Pad in 8th, the 3rd, 9th, and Hannanen rounds out the top 10. So heading into the final stage of the day, we lead by just 74 thousandths of a second ahead of Nerville, with OJ 10 seconds back in 3rd, and he's around 4.5 seconds ahead of that. And then we've got Tanak a further 4 seconds back in 5th. Then there's a bit of a gap to Danny Sordo in 6th. Then you've got Breen 7th, Haddon in effect for his home rally in 8th for the New Zealander. Then we've got Lappy in 9th, and Evans rounds out the top 10 by almost a minute ahead of Stefan Lefebvre in the Citroen. So let's see if we can end the day with another stage win.
Flat right and left 3, very long, over crest, tightens, don't cut, keep in. And right 6, over bumps, 50. Flat left, tightens 7, into right 6, long, opens, bumps. Left 8, tightens, bumps, into right 7. And left 6, into right 7, long, bumps, tightens 5. Into left 8 and right 8, over bump, into left 9, over crest, 40. Caution, narrows, over bridge, into left 4, long, opens. And right 8, long, tightens, into bumps, left 6, 30, over crest, and right 3, over crest, into left 9, over bridge, 50. Caution, brake, right 4, opens. Left 7, into right 7, 30. Right 7, 40. Caution, right 4, short. Hard brake, into square left, opens. Into right 7, short, over crest. Left 4, long, 60. Left 6, into kinks. Into left 5, very long, opens. And right 6, long, bumps. Into left 8, very long, tighten 6. Into right 4, long, tightens, 50. Caution, brake, square right, into left 8, into right 7. And left 8, into right 8, long, tightens 5, short, and kinks, 60, and left 7, into right 6, and left 5, opens, over crest, and right 6, 30, right 5, opens, into left 5, short, into right 8, over jump, and right 7, short, into left 6, opens, and left 6, over crest, into right 5, and crest, into right 4, long, and left 8, into right 8, over crest, 50, right 4, over crest, and left 6, 30, left 8, into right 9, 70, left 7, short, into right 8, tighten 6, and left 3, don't cut, into open hairpin right, slippy, through water, into left 4, and right 6, tightens, and left 7, into right 6, keep in, 60, caution, hard brake, into left 1, opens, long, 30, right 3, long, over crest, 30. Left 4, long, into finished.
And we do make it a hat-trick on day 2. But Nerville is just less than 3/10 slower than us, with Tanak over 2 seconds back in 3rd, then Sordo a couple seconds further back in 4th, and O'Shea did not have a good second day, down in 5th, 4.6 seconds slower than Sordo, but around 10 seconds faster than that who had an even worse day. It seems like, with Evans in 7th, Meek in 8th, the Ferb in 9th, and bringing in the top 10 as a trio of Citroens round out the top 10, and no one got caught out on this stage. So heading into the final day of the season, we lead Rally Australia by just under 0.4 of a second ahead of Terry Nerville, with O'Shea almost 20 seconds back in 3rd. Then we've got Tanak in 4th, just around a second and a half behind his teammate. Then that in a lonely 5th, around 13 seconds behind the M Sport of Tanak, and around 20 seconds ahead of Sordo in 6th, with Evans in 7th, bringing in 8th, Padden in 9th, and that'll be rounding out the top 10 by just under 12 seconds from Stefan the Ferb, as Meek's down there in 13th. He's not had a good season at all. So I think we smashed a radio objective, rank at least 4th in 2 stages. How about a trio of stage wins instead? What a perfect day. Of course, we got to replace the tyres though, and repair the brakes, suspension and engine. That's how good our day was. No bodywork damage. That's a rarity, is it, after a day after a stage. So heading into the final day, we're doing that stage once again, but this time in rainy conditions. And I was actually a bit disappointed with the finals, with that last stage, because it said in the loading screens, oh, this is the most difficult stage of the rally. That's probably the easiest stage of the rally, at least in the dry. I'm about to eat my words, aren't I? In the wet, heading to the penultimate stage. Can we hold on to our rally lead?
Flat right and left 3, very long, over crest, tightens, don't cut, keep in. And right 6, over bumps, 50. Flat left, tightens 7, into right 6, long, opens, bumps. Left 8, tightens, bumps, into right 7. And left 6, into right 7, long, bumps, tightens 5. Into left 8, and right 8, over bump, into left 9, over crest, 40. Caution, narrows, over bridge, into left 4, long, opens. And right 8, long, tightens, into bumps, left 6, 30, over crest, and right 3, over crest, into left 9, over bridge, 50. Caution, brake, right 4, opens. Left 7, into right 7, 30. Right 7, 40. Caution, right 4, short, hard brake, into square left, opens, into right 7, short, over crest, left 4, long, 60. Left 6, into kinks, into left 5, very long, opens. And right 6, long, bumps. Into left 8, very long, tighten 6. Into right 4, long, tightens, 50. Caution, brake, square right, into left 8, into right 7. And left 8, into right 8, long, tightens 5, short. And kinks, 60. And left 7, into right 6. And left 5, opens, over crest. And right 6, 30. Right 5, opens, into left 5, short. Into right 8, over jump. And right 7, short, into left 6, opens, and left 6, over crest, into right 5, and crest, into right 4, long, and left 8, into right 8, over crest, 50, right 4, over crest, and left 6, 30, left 8, into right 9, 70, left 7, short, into right 8, tighten 6, and left 3, don't cut, into open hairpin right, slippy, through water, into left 4, and right 6, tightens, and left 7, into right 6, keep in, 60, caution, hard brake, into left 1, opens, long, 30, right 3, long, over crest, 30, left 4, long, into finished.
Oh, we blinked on that stage, made a mistake early in it, and then a minor one later on coming out of the hairpin of tight 1 right and getting the back end out, but we've made it 4 in a row. Beating Déjà by 8/10 a second, never over a second behind us in third, Latvia 4th, Tanak 5th, Evans 6th, Breen 7th, Soder 8th, Padden 9th, Bannon then rounds out the top 10 just ahead of Matt Osberg by just under 4 seconds. No one got caught out, it looks like, as we head to the power stage, and that stage, 5th stage, was a bit harder in the rear, a bit more slippery on the rear end, had to be a bit careful, but heading into the final power stage of the season, we lead by 1.6 seconds ahead of Nerva of Ogier in third, looking destined for that title, of Tanak in 4th, Latvia in 5th, Sordo in 6th. Very lonely, look at that, almost a minute behind Latvia, no, over a minute ahead of Evans in 7th, Breen in 8th, Padden in 9th, and Lappi in 10th, around 13.6 seconds ahead of his teammate Euro. Hannanen has, there's Gorban in 17th, the best of the WRC trophy cars, apart from myself, of course, at the top. But let's see if we can complete the job here in Australia, like what we managed to do in WRC2.
Right 8, short, into left 5, and caution, right 5, opens, off camber, long, flat left, over crest, 40, left 4, keep in, and right 7, and right 6, into crest, 30, caution, hard brake, square left, into kinks, into left 4, tightens, 30, right 4, very long, opens, and left 8, over crest, into right 6, bumps, right 6, short, into left 4, short, don't cut, 60, flat left, into right 6, opens, bumps, and chicane right, and flat left, over crest, into right 8, into left 7, into right 6, long, into kinks, and right 2, long, over crest, and square left, into right 6, tightens, 30, right 6, 40, caution, tarmac, hard brake, into left 2, short, and right 4, and right 6, tightens, into left 4, opens, gravel, and left 3, keep in, into right 5, and left 3, opens, into open hairpin right, caution, right 7, hard brake, left 6, into square right, opens, left 3, opens, into flat right, 50, right 8, into left 7, over jump, 50, left 7, 120, left 9, 30, flat right, over crest, 40, right 4, over crest, and flat right, into left 6, into kinks, over crest, into left 6, and right 6, over crest, 100. Right 7 and left 5, over crest, opens and tightens 4. Into right 3, long, opens and tightens. Into left 4, opens, into right 8, 50. Left 7 and right 7, into kinks, 40. Right 7 and left 7, keep in, 30, left 8, don't cut, 30, right 3, long, bumps, into left 4, bumps, and finished.
I fucked up. I did it again on the final stage, just like last season. We've ended up in 13.2 slower than Sebastian Ogier. We didn't even get a power stage point. That's how dreadful we were. That stage. Made a mistake early in the stage and right near the end. Nerville in second, 8 tenths slower than his title rival this season, with Tanak in third, Sordo fourth, Latvia in fifth, 4.5 seconds ahead of us. We're 1.7 seconds ahead of Elvin Evans. Of course, we end the season attached to the hip to the Welshman, with Hannanen in 8th, Meek in 9th, and Breen in 10th. As overall, we finish in second, 11.2 seconds behind Nerville, and just over 6 seconds ahead of the new world champion, or continuing world champion, Sebastian Ogier, with Tanak in 4th, Latvia in 5th, Sordo in 6th, Evans in 7th, Breen in 8th, Padden in 9th, and Hannanen ending the season on a high by grabbing the final point ahead of Chris Meek by 42.4 seconds. And there's Gorban, best of the rest in the WRC trophy, while myself in 17th, a couple of minutes ahead of Prokop, who just beat El Raji by around 6 tenths of a second. What about that was for last place? I'll take that game. I'll take second in the championship. I know Nerville got it, but if I have my name at the end of the standings like that in second, I'll take it. Actually, we finished in 13 points behind Danny Sordo. Look at that season, so consistent in 6th place finishes, especially in the middle part from Argentina to Finland or to Spain. 5 out of 6 finishes in 6th, and then the final 2 rallies. Look at that. A win in Great Britain and a win in Australia. And that is actually Mini's first win as well. The WRC, when they actually came back with Chris Meek and Danny Sordo, didn't manage to win. They got on the podium, but didn't manage to win. And now in private hands, of course, I get them over the line. They grabbed their first victory since coming back, with Ogier grabbing the title by 11 points ahead of Thierry Nerville. So me grabbing the win in Great Britain didn't actually affect the title race. It just made it very close between the pair. But for Nerville, he'd look back at the Tour de Course and be wondering, why did I grow off? Why did I have that incident? As look at Ogier, apart from Great Britain, always on the podium, always grabbing power stage points. That's how you win a title, through consistency. And him and Loeb, in the past decade or a bit, have been masters of that. As Latvia finished in 3rd, 19 points ahead of Tanak. And the Estonian was 30 points ahead of Danny Sordo. We were very close to the Spaniard in the end, thanks to our superb end of season run. Well, he dropped out the top 5. Look at it, so consistent in the top 5, apart from the final 2 rallies and Sweden. This is probably his least favourite surface, I imagine, the snow. Then Evans in 7th, returned to a finish and grabs that place ahead of Craig by just 4 points in the end. Great battle between the former WRC Academy champions. And Padden in 9th, very disappointing season for the New Zealander, with Hannanen in 10th, Meek in 11th, perhaps the biggest disappointment this season, only 14 points in 11th in the championship, with Lappy in 12th, Osberg 13th, the third 14th, Batelli 15th, Gorban the best in the point scorers in 16th, Elkasimi in 17th, Elraji 18th, and Prokov gets the wooden spoon, finishing 19th and last in the standings. So can we go to other categories? We can. There we go. In WRC2, Pontus Tiemann wins the championship by 32 points ahead of Sonninen, with Russell in third. Once again, Comini gets beaten at the final rally to third place in the championship, with Tempestini in 5th. You've got Vaby in 6th, Kopecky in 7th, Mikkelsen down in 8th, Greensmith in 9th, and then the Polish home hero in 10th in the Peugeot. And right at the back is Bernato in the Citroen. And then in the junior WRC, Neil Slunz wins again by 33 points at Terry. Then you've got Nicholas, of course, who was our teammate in the junior WRC, in third, 14 points behind his fellow countryman, and 27 points ahead of Randstrom. Then we've got the German in 5th, Van Wey in 6th, Robert Duggan in 7th. You've got Estonian, you've got Ragnar, rounding out the entries in 10th, only 10 entries, 20 and then 19 in the top class. But what a season! Slightly disappointing way to end the season, but still another podium. So definitely achieved again a rally objective from a team. Look at that, 3 of the last 4 we achieved a rally objective, and in Portugal. I'm not forgetting that game. We definitely achieved it there. So if only they had beat Matt Osberg time or beat Chris Meeks time early in the season, we achieved all of these objectives. As you have just completed a season. Depending on your results and contract, a new season will begin now. So we can rejoin the Eurolamp WRT team, or we can go to Citroen. 16 years worth of experience. They like speed, 5% more damage, no doubt, with Chris Meek at the wheel. Or we can join a Hyundai. Oh, I would prefer to join Citroen and try and raise them up. You know, they've been pretty poor this season. I can raise them up to a race winner, no doubt, a rally winner, shall I say, with their C3 WRC 2017. And look at this jump up in horsepower from 300 to 380, and then a bit more torque as well, and then around similar weight, but of course they have all of that aero to the WRC 2017 cars compared to the 2016 and before cars. So you can see with the Mini, very basic, just put a bit of a spoiler and a new paint job on it. It looks like from the outside. Of course, there's a lot more work under the hood and inside the vehicle, but look at that with the Citroen as well. Look at all those appendages around the front bumper, and you'll see that on our Hyundai has, well, perhaps the most elegant, I would say, of the cars. The Ford looks pretty good, the M Sport car, and then the Toyota is just crazy with loads of aero, and it looks fantastic. It's mental. So which team do we join for next season? Do we go to Citroen or Hyundai? I said I prefer to go to Citroen, but of course you might have a different opinion in the comment section below. As Hyundai, 5% less damage as they go for safety first. So let me know down below which team I should drive for next season. And I hope you enjoyed this season with the Mini. I know there's a couple of regulars who watch this in the comments below, and I do try and reply to your comments after a while. I do try and reply at first, but then they get caught up in things. But I've got the next couple of weeks, or for at least a week and a half by the time this video goes up. So hopefully you'll get loads more episodes of WRC7 and lots more content on this channel as well. But I hope you enjoyed this season with the Mini. Certainly was fun, especially those last 2 rallies. But I will see you in the next season, Season 4 of WRC7 Career. So now, fortune, I will see you then.